Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. I am studying a Bachelor of Science majoring in Psychology at UNI Melbourne, and today I wanted to show you exactly how I set up and prepare for a new semester at uni. These are all of the systems and processes that I use to stay organised, motivated and prepared. Let's get into it. First up is goal setting. Goals are critical for staying motivated, on track and having purpose. This semester I made a goal page on Notion, an app that I've done many videos about which you can go and check out. On this page I've split my goals up into each aspect of my life. I have uni, college, relationship, work and me goals. I sat down and really thought about what I wanted from all of these areas and tried to make my goals as action oriented as possible to make them more achievable. Making this page pretty and aesthetic also makes me more inclined to visit it often and remind myself of these goals. On the topic of Notion, this is what the rest of my Notion dashboard is looking like this semester. Last semester I stopped using Notion as the semester went on, so I've redesigned my homepage to make it more streamlined and useful. I have a weekly to-do list on the front page with each of the important areas of my life, my 3 subjects, YouTube, work and college. These are all of the tasks that I need to get done for the week in no particular order. When setting this page up, I referred to my class emails and pages to understand exactly what I needed to do each week for each subject. Over on the other side under the uni heading, I have some more pages. The weekly plan page was a way for me to get an idea of the time commitment of each of my subjects. I don't really refer to this anymore, but it was a good overview for me at the start of the semester when I was planning out all my time. I also have a subjects page. In here I've made a table with all of the assessments for each subject just so I know what's coming up. Next up is my Sem 2 tasks page, and I'm actually going to take you through exactly how to set up this task list and show you how it works for me. This is what it'll end up being like. This is my task list from last semester. Basically you can put all of your tasks for each subject and assessment in here and then create another table where you can filter by week. Then each week you can change the filter so that you can see exactly what you need to be doing that week for your assessments. This is an awesome tool to make sure that you don't leave things to the last minute. With all of my assessments, I try as hard as possible to chip away at them over many weeks rather than doing them all in the week before it's due. Skip ahead if you don't want a tutorial on how to set this up, but if you do, then let's start by making a new page. Okay, so in your new page, you're going to add a table in. You can either do a full page or just an inline table. This one that I have here is just an inline table. And fill out the headings with completed, tasks, subject, tag, due date, and week. The subject column is going to be a select, and then within that, add each of your subjects' names and make them different colors. The tag is going to be a multi-select, and in there you're going to add assessment, to do and due. Then week will also be a multi-select and add all of your week numbers in there as well. Make them all different colors so they look pretty. So I've already filled it out for one of my assessments, as you can see, and I'm going to take you through the process for another one of my assessments. But basically it's just working backwards from the due date of the assessment. So that's the first thing that I would put in, is the due date. From there, I normally do this on paper first, but I just break my assessment down into tasks. So you can see above I've got final edit, draft, putting it all together, outlining the sections, etc, etc. So what I'm going to do is work backwards. Again, like I just said, it's easier to probably do this on paper with a calendar in front of you with all the week numbers and everything like that, and then insert it into the table. So take a bit of time to break up your assessment into different tasks. This might also be finishing part 1 of the assessment by this date, finishing part 2 by this date, etc. Okay, so now we head back to our main page, and here I'm going to add a create linked database. I'm going to find my Sem 2 tasks table, and this is what it's going to pop up as. It doesn't look that pretty, but we're going to change that. So first head over to filter and press add a filter, and then change where week contains, and then here is where you select the week that you're up to. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to select week 4 just so it gives a proper example of what it will look like. And then here I'm just going to rearrange the columns because they get a bit mixed up, so you can rearrange that to make it look a little bit nicer. I'm actually going to get rid of the date due just because I think it looks a bit clunky here, but it's up to you if you want to keep that in there. So you can customize this table as you like, and then what you do every week is just change this little button. So we get to week 9 or week 7 and we can just change the week contains button, and then you can see exactly what tasks you need to complete for that week for each of your assessments. And I really like that this is separate to my other weekly kind of non-negotiables up above, so all of my recurring weekly tasks. So that is my assessment task table. Next up is my absolute favorite calendar. The Apple Calendar app is my best friend. I am one of those people that needs to schedule everything in to my day, as you can see here. But when setting up for uni, I would enter each of your classes into the calendar and make them recurring. I then also put in blocks for each of my lectures. So all of my lectures are an hour long. Then at the start of this week, I'll allocate them to a day and then move them around if need be. The main thing here is that those hours that you need to spend on those lectures have been blocked out and scheduled in. I also schedule in time to exercise, time to make and edit videos, and everything else that's happening in my life. Now onto my diaries. I have 2 diaries that I use. The first is this 2021 one that I only use now for its monthly calendars at the start. Here I've written each of the semester weeks down the side and then scribbled in the dates of my assessments. This is my other diary where I write my daily to-do lists in. For my note-taking, I use OneNote. Again, I have a video on exactly how I do my note-taking, which you can check out. But before the semester begins, I add in new notebooks for each subject and get all of that set up. Another thing that I do is print out my subject schedules and put them above my desk. This makes it really easy to refer to instead of trying to find it online. Before the semester starts, I also clear out my Google Chrome bookmark bar and declutter and reorganize that so that everything is easy to access. And that is it for this video. It's definitely not everything that I use to keep myself organized, but if you follow along with my weekly vlogs, you'll get more insight into my daily organization. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!